You're welcome to My Father Taught Me series, Volume 1, Sifting the Truth Between Science and Religion. The Kingdom of the Most High is within you. Series 53, titled, How Do We Go From Here? Welcome, brethren, to the very special Series 53. In Series 51, we focus our discussion on the question of where do we go from here? Now that we have identified where we want to go from here, the next question is, how do we go from here? How we go from here depends on where we have chosen to go in truth and in spirit. It's either the kingdom of light with Christ or the kingdom of darkness with the serpent. It's a matter of choice and the sacrifice we are willing to pay for a price in all ramifications of faith. The faith described in Hebrews 11 verse 1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The faith of dressing and keeping the Garden of Eden and obeying the law. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High has said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. An article of faith in the substance of things hoped for, an evidence of things not seen, not touched, not tasted, not fancied, but hoped for. Yet flesh and blood carrying the soul of man has been distracted to have more faith only in the substance of things seen, and evidence of things touched, tasted, and fancied as portrayed by the serpent to trap Eve concerning the unseen thing, death, which is akin to the book of Genesis chapter 3 verse 5. For the Most High doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. But the substance of unseen death was hidden. A contrary article of faith by the serpent rely on his lies only in the substance of things seen, evidence of things touched, tasted, and fancied, which is the ruling order of the distractions by the serpent of the kingdom of darkness on earth. The book of Galatians chapter 5 verse 17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would to do. Hence, therefore, brethren, the contrary faith and distractions between the spirit and the flesh has to be overcome in deciding the question of how do we go from here to the kingdom we have chosen. This presentation of My Father Taught Me series is basically to expose to us the two sides of the divide between the kingdom of the Most High within us and the light of Christ, and the kingdom of darkness within us and the darkness of the serpent. It should be recalled that in choosing either side, there is a price to be paid. If we choose the kingdom of light, the price has already been paid by Christ the Messiah. But if we choose by distractions the kingdom of darkness, the price is death. Whereas the Most High has given us everything of which the greatest gift from the Most High to mankind is the gift of life and the freedom of choice. There are always two options given, the good option and the bad option. The Most High is absolutely transparent with the two options labeled good and bad, in addition to his good counsel on the better choice of the two options. He is ever and always willing to give us another chance, even when we make bad options of choices against his good counsel over and over again. He still grants us multiple chances for redemption, but he gets to a point where he will not always strive with man, as stated in the book of Genesis chapter 6 verse 3. And the Most High said, "My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years." My beloved brethren, let's digress a little to talk about the benevolence of the Most High. The Most High created everything that is us and everything that gives us joy. Us that has been fearfully and wonderfully made, with about 16 trillion assembled cells, dedicated to our command and the return we were required just to obey the Most High, worship and praise Him, but we will not. The Most High provided everything that is us at our command, even the earth and its fullness, without our sustenance input as such, free of charge. Example is of the complete human body, which entire delicate operation is 100% operated by the Most High. Yet, the Most High subjected them under the command of the soul man in us. An example and appreciation of his gifts are our external body members, like our seven senses being operated and disposed for our pleasure, with only our command input, summarized in the following, that is, by sight, smell, taste, hearing, touch, vestibular, proprioception. Imagine our eyes that we give others to view any vision at our pleasure. We have no idea of the complexity of such operations that is effortlessly executed in microseconds by the obedient eyes, strictly according to our commands. The eyes, according to science, can see with the unaided eye the Andromeda galaxy, which is a collection of 1 trillion stars lying 2.5 million light years distant. This was called in a science book on the 25th August 2019. That's just only the tiny eyes. Think about the complexities of our other external parts: the limbs for mobility, the ears for hearing, the mouth for taste and words, in addition to the critical organs of the body like the functions of the brain for computing, our hearts to pump the blood, our lungs to process the air, our kidneys for detoxification, and numerous other functional parts, 100% being handled by the Most High free of charge, with no conscious input from us. The Most High has subjected all of the above members of our human body to obey our commands. No part of our body given for our commands there to disobey us. How come it's so hard to obey the commandments of the Most High? The Most High has given us everything we have free of charge. In all of the above, hear what the Most High even says through Solomon, Ecclesiastes 12, 13, 14. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. The question now is, how do we get there where we will dwell in the presence of the Most High, where we can behold the beauty of the Most High? So how do we get there? Answer. We shall find the Pathfinder manual here on how to get there. But before we go to the manual, we must ask ourselves some very salient questions. Question number 1. In my present disposition in my family, can I face the truth before my family with a view to obeying the commandments of the Most High? Because if we can face our families with the truth, we can face the world with the truth. Or, if the commandments are too cumbersome for us, can we try another option of the commandment in the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 12? Therefore, all things whatsoever you will that men should do to you, be even so to them, for this is the law and the prophets. And finally, at least, in Matthew chapter 10, verse 16, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Then question number 2. Can I love Christ more than everyone else on earth? Before any panic of understanding, this is what it means. Loving Christ more than anyone else on earth simply means keeping and doing His words, which represent the greatest practical love to everyone on earth, including even your family. We can now read on Matthew chapter 10, verse 37 to 42. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Remember the story of Abraham and Isaac? And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. Having considered and thought about all of the above persuasions, and we are at peace with them, then only can we now go to open the manual of life on how do we get there. How was stated in the book of Galatians, chapter 3, verse 1 to 4 and 10 to 17. If you then being risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of the Most High. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Christ in the Most High. When Christ, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. And have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him, where there is neither Greek nor Jew, circumcision nor uncircumcision, barbarian, Scythian, bond nor free, but Christ is all and in all. Next is for us to put on, therefore, as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering, forbearing one another and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do ye. And above all these things put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. And let the peace of the Most High rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called in one body. And be ye thankful. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Most High. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Messiah Christ, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by him. With the above, we cannot miss the kingdom of light and the dwelling place of the Most High, which is our utmost desire. So we should take a break from here. My name is Steve Emmanuel Mojugbe, messenger, author, a Nigerian, mftimseries.com. Copyrights reserved. A book published by Amazon Worldwide. Thank you for listening and remain blessed.